Hello children, in the previous session I have discussed one methodology for balancing the chemical equation. Now we shall see the other methodology to balance the chemical equation. It's a very simple methodology. If you are aware of mathematical equation solving, then it is very easy for you people. If you are maths lovers, you can do it very easily. See, we shall take the same example which we have considered in the previous session, that is C3H8 plus O2. This is combustion of propane. In the previous session we have discussed this is propane, and combustion always takes place in the presence of oxygen, where any carbohydrate which undergoes this combustion process will liberate water and carbon dioxide. Listen, carbon dioxide and water will be liberated if any carbohydrate undergoes combustion process. Now this is the equation. This equation which is not balanced, the unbalanced equation, is called as skeleton equation. This equation is nothing but skeleton equation. This skeleton equation can be written if you know the reaction orally. If you know what is happening, you can directly write this skeleton equation which is unbalanced. We shall make it a balanced equation through the process which I am showing you now. See, in order to balance in this methodology, first of all you have to give some coefficients to these compounds. You see, you consider A, B, C, D. These are the coefficients I am assigning to these compounds. Now what I am doing is, let us write the number of carbons. Yesterday I told you how you have to do the coefficient multiplied by suffix. This is suffix and this is coefficient which is written in front of the compound. 3 into A, 3A. So 3A carbons are there. Now how many number of hydrogens are there? 8 into A, 8A. Next, oxygen. How many oxygens are there? 2 into B, 2B. So these are the number of carbons, hydrogens and oxygens which are participating in the reaction. Now we shall see on the product side how many number of carbons, hydrogens and oxygens are there. See, how many number of carbons are there? Here there is no suffix. 1 into C would be C. I told you already how many, you have to take the order which you have taken on the left hand side on the same as left, you have to take the order same as left hand side order, that is H. So what are you going to do now? You see, is there any H present in this compound? No. Here you come. So 2 into D, 2D. Next, oxygen. What is oxygen? 2 into C, 2C plus 1 into D, 2C plus D. So this is all the number of oxygens, carbons and hydrogens which we have written over here. Now we shall equate these number of carbons. In order to balance, these two numbers must be equated, right? These two numbers must be same. So I am equating them. 3A is equals to C. Let us write somehow here. 3A is equals to C, equation number 1. Next comes 8A is equals to 2D. That is equals to, you can write like this, everything in the form of A. 2 ones are, 2 fours are, 4A is equals to D, equation number 2. Can we write like this? Yeah, we can. Next, 2B is equals to 2C plus D. Now what you do, you have got everything. C in terms of A you have written now, D in terms of A you have written now. You have to write B in terms of A, then everything will remain in terms of A. What the ultimate aim is to convert everything into one single term. So here for C you have in terms of A, for D you have in terms of A. Here also you have to convert this in terms of A. 2B is equals to 2 into C. What is C? 3 into A, 3A. Plus D we have got as 4A. See, these two we have written from these two equations. In the place of C, I have substituted 3A, if you see. In the place of D, we have substituted 4A. Now you try to solve this. 2B is equals to 6A, 2 3 is 6A plus 4A. 2B is equals to 10A, 2 1s, 2 5s, B is equals to 5A. See, everything is in the terms of A. C is in term of A, D is also in terms of A, B is also in terms of A. So in the next step, very interesting step, in the next step what you have to do is, you replace this C with 3A, you replace with this D with 4A, you replace this B with 5A in the equation. Now in this equation I am going to replace, let us see, A would be replaced by A only, there is nothing to replace. B can be replaced, right? B can be replaced as 5A. Right? Next, C can be replaced as 3A. C can be replaced as 3A. Next to that, D can be replaced as 4A. Now what you do is, just you observe all the coefficients. You observe all the coefficients. All the coefficients contain A. So you can divide entire equation with A and you can remove A. If everything is present in entire equation, then you can remove. Similarly, if you contain all two multiples, you can cancel out two multiples. I will show you that, okay? Now you see, you can rewrite the equation. You can rewrite the equation. Now it will be balanced. It will be a balanced equation. C3H8. If you observe, there is no coefficient over here. 5O2 giving rise to 3 carbon dioxide molecules plus 4 water molecules. If you try to write the carbon, hydrogen and oxygens on both sides, carbons are 3, hydrogens are 8, oxygens are 10. Now here carbons are 3, hydrogens are 2 4s are 8, oxygens are 2 3s are 6, 1 4s are 4, 6 plus 4 10. If you observe, everything is balanced now. So through this process also you can balance a chemical equation. If you find any difficulty in solving any other equation, let me know through the chart of our application. Now just before, I have told you one more thing, one more important thing. While cancelling this A, I have told you that if there is any common multiple in all the coefficients, you can cancel out them. That's what I told you, right? If you see C3H8, let us write like this: 2C3H8 plus 10O2 giving rise to 6CO2 plus 8H2O. If this is the case, see, if this is the case, all the coefficients has common multiple as 2. So you have to bring the multiple, you have to bring down the coefficients to the minimal, least possibility, okay? So here it's not the least thing you can write as a coefficient. 2 1s are, 2 5s are, 2 3s are, 2 4s are. So this is the least thing, right? C3H8 plus 5O2, 3CO2 plus 4H2O. So this is the least possible coefficients you can write in front of the compounds. So you bring down them to that position by cancelling the common multiples. So try to find out, after balancing the equation, try to see whether all the coefficients do they have any common multiple. If there is any common multiple, you try to divide the entire equation with that number where they have a common multiple, and then you can find out the basic balanced chemical equation like this. That's all for this session. Bye bye.